Hey, welcome back to worldwidegiantgrowers.com and Mark's Mixes. Here we are today, May 10th. The plants have been in the ground now, about 10 days. They're starting to grow, not by leaps and bounds, but they're starting to grow. They're greening up a little. We've got our main vine. You see that main vine? It's shooting out. I like that one. This other one, these are the 2043 Clements, my Michigan State record pumpkin. This one here it's coming out kind of straight up, but it's shooting towards the side. It's not ideal. It's nice if they lay down. But what I'm going to do today, I'm going to give them a little boost. Now, all these details that we do, you guys that are just trying to grow a big porch pumpkin for the kids, 300-400 pounder, you don't need to do all this. What you need to do is put your plant in the ground, water it a couple times a week, and keep the bugs off the plant. All right, you don't have to go crazy. This is for competitive growers. What I'm going to do here is these cots are starting to look a little rotten. They're starting to die up, and what you'll find, you people, especially in your southern locations right now, if you go out and lift up these cots, you're probably going to find cucumber beetles under them. In Michigan, we find cucumber beetles under these about the 1st of June. They start showing up. So I'm going to pinch them off right now. I'm going to pinch them off and get rid of them because they're laying on the ground. They're just bug collectors to hide under. And these cotyledons are designed to feed the first true leaf. All right, we're there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going on like 8 leaves now. We no longer need them. And what we're going to do, we're going to take a great product here, Azos. This is for extreme gardeners. They grow it in your hydro stores. You can buy it online. I'm sure you can get it on Amazon.com. We're going to take some Azos, which is a great rooting product. It's great for rooting and seedlings and cuttings. And we're going to take and we're going to sprinkle this around the edge of this base. And what we're going to do is encourage more root growth by putting that powder. Introducing that's going to ignite more root growth. And then I'm going to take this moist soil that was just moistened last night with the beautiful rain that we had, and I'm gonna dump this soil around here, a cup full of soil, and I'm actually gonna put some of it behind here. As you can see, this vine's wanting to grow to the north and it's wanting to lay down. I'm gonna give it a little bit of support to the north, and I've got my sticks in here so it doesn't break over. I'm gonna readjust my sticks while I'm in here so the wind doesn't break off the plant on a breezy day. Although I'm inside here, my screen, this is a screen, not plastic, diffuses the wind. The plastic here is to cover it up at night. I pull it over at night, got a little heater for the cold nights, and we keep the plants warm. But for now, to ignite more growth and give the crown, as Joe Altz from Minnesota likes to call it, the crown, the rest of us call it a stump, and we're going to bury that in. Then I'm going to take Mark's root keeper, blame it all on my roots. She showed up in boots and ruined my blue ribbon affair. Well, now you guys know why I don't sing for a living and I grow giant pumpkins. All right, here you go. Now you know why. Here we go. I'm going to take the little scoop and we're going to take a little of my root keeper, which is Bacillus and mycorrhiza. And I'm going to take and sprinkle a little bit of that around the outer base. All right. Just a light dusting. Mix it in the soil. All right. And then we're going to add another cupful of soil. One thing I like about my root keeper, it is water soluble, as is the Azos, and you can water that in. I like that's easier than doing vine burying mixes. I'll do this initially here because I'm trying to trigger some additional roots. That'll root out around that base and give me some additional roots. Keep it a secret, but go tell a friend. And I'm going to do that with this other one too. But I want to talk to you about culling. These are both the 2043 Clemenses. I see a lot of people are mixing seeds. They're planting a 2043 and a 1510 Carter, and they're doing them side by side. Really, what you want to do is you want to get 2 seeds from the same, so they're sibling seeds from the same pumpkin. Plant them side by side, because then you're comparing apple for apple. You can't compare one plant seed to another. The 2009 Wallace was an extremely slow starter, but grew record-breaking pumpkins. We're not trying to grow plant, we're trying to grow fruit. I had a local guy here last year, had huge, beautiful plants, and he didn't beat me. I ended up winning the state record. My plants weren't as beautiful as his. We are growing fruit, not plants. So you can't base it on that. So basically why we plant two side by side is we're looking for the defective plant. Some plants will come out with a ribbon vine, there'll be something wrong with them, the chromosomes are mixed up. You're searching for that mixed up plant. That's the one you want to eradicate. We're not looking for necessarily the fastest growing plant, more of a normal growing plant. Is it normal? As far as anybody knows, we're a perfectly normal family, us pumpkin people. And don't tell anybody any different. That's our story. I'm sticking to it. But there you go. Culling plants. Try to get two of the same seed. If you can get four, that's great. I learned this from Ronnie Wallace and Chris Kent. You start with 4 plants, the same seed. You take the 2 best plants, stick them in the garden, and then you cull down to the best plant. Not necessarily the fastest growing, but the most normal growing. Maybe you want to go with the bigger plant, maybe you don't. You got to judge it. I also judge it on, is the vine going to lay down? Which vine is going to lay down the easiest? Before I take one of these out, I will have a vine to the ground before I remove the other plant. And when I do remove it, I will cut it off. I'm not going to yank out the root system because they may be intertwined at that point in time. I'm thinking one more week. One more week, my vine will be to the ground. I'll make my decision. But hey, keep them growing and come to Mark's Mixes and get your root keeper. And don't forget my Mark's Special Tea. You know, a year ago at the Wisconsin seminar, I gave Josiah Brandt a gallon of my tea. Well, this year at the seminar, Josiah bought 5 gallons of tea from me. So that statement in itself tells you Mark's Special Tea is on fire. And hey, check out Josiah Brandt's videos. You'll find them under Brandt Videos, Brandt's Greenhouse on YouTube. Great grower, great WWGG member. All right, talk to you soon, man. Check us all out. Keep them growing.